What time is it? Why are we on so early?
Word. It ain't tippy time. It ain't clobbering time.
We
Why
waited
are we
to
on so early?
we waited to go to Netflix and get off at 10:30.
I mean, I guess you can just go whenever you want to go off. You know what I mean?
But
You can run over or you can cut it short.
but welcome back to the Wrestling Podcast.
We
Welcome
are
back to
here.
the Rock Boys Wrestling Podcast. I'm your
We
boy
are
Dave
here.
CO Coles.
Hey, it's a crash out king today, but I'm not in a crash out king today. Man, today's kind of crazy for me. But yeah, we here. It's Matt.
Um,
It's Matt.
like we started off the show, 10:30.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It's clobbering time. That's not what we expected when we was going to Netflix.
No, that ass.
um, Last week you gave us 3 hours and a post show. This
And the
week we
post show.
get
Yo, they technically ran over to like midnight last week.
right.
This week we get half hour short.
And when they kept saying Damien Priest and Finn was the main event, and I'm looking at the time, I'm like, oh, they about to give these dudes an hour.
Right. Literally, what I was doing the same exact thing. I was like, all right, we moving, huh? We moving. Might as well get my Iron Man match. I mean, I thought they were about to call it off with that table spot, but I guess not.
Or
Didn't see the
what
credits.
I was thinking normally what they do like a house shows, they say it's going to be a 1-on-1 match, and then they mess around and be a 4-on-4 match because the Viking Raiders came out and the Judgment Day came out. So I thought they might end up just making like a tag team, hardcore match or something like that. But they ain't even do
They
that.
probably had like CM Punk fight. You know what I mean?
We're talking about for the house
Or
show.
yeah, or they may even have Bailey fight because she was there tonight in her hometown, which would make sense.
True.
You know what I
But you
mean?
could have done that on the main card though. You could have done that
You
on
could have did
TV
you could
show.
have you could have did her on the main card, but it's just for the fact that she's a SmackDown superstar. But it's like with the open transfer portal, they gonna do it off air. You know what I mean?
Honestly, with the open transfer portal, it would have been fine to have a match. She would have been fine to have a match, honestly.
Where
Or you could have gave us a match that's gonna happen next week. Like
yeah,
we ain't seen Breaker in how long?
I mean nah, like it's been a couple weeks
We
since they
ain't
had
seen
them in
it,
the stands.
and we ain't seen the Wyatts in almost a
Well, I
month.
mean, you got their news. You heard what happened with them, right? They Friday night bound. As of tonight,
Yeah.
they Friday night bound. Yeah, which kind
I'm
of
just
surprised me. I mean, they ended the Miz thing kind of quick, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, guess the final test will get the last word on them, and you just move them. What they gonna do on there?
no.
Hey, Trip, I got a question. I thought they were the Monday night attraction.
Thought there was too.
The way you booking them like the last testament is the Monday night attraction. The supernatural attraction is them.
Yeah, I don't know. The show tonight was cool, but it felt like
Oh, it felt like a tape though.
it was it was definitely a letdown from last week's show. And I'm not talking about production wise, nothing like that. Production wise, it was still fine. Um, just the booking of the show was a letdown from last week. It was a big drop off from last week. I don't understand why. And then you cut the show a half an hour short. That just
Mhm.
threw everything off for me because I felt like y'all could have drawn out some more segments. Y'all could have done something else to make us stay till 11 o'clock.
Word,
Y'all had a lot
word,
of talking segments to build up for next week and the main event.
and Saturday night main event.
Right.
I mean, yo, you think about it like this, like so the way the first one went on, right?
Mm-hmm.
I felt that was more of a SmackDown show.
It was because they had what's it called in the main event, Cody and stuff like that. So yeah, this one is more like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you're right, more like a raw.
Yeah, like
I'm,
I
I'm
didn't think about that till just now.
I'm thinking about it now even more though. When you even think about the promotion of the first one, it was basically on SmackDown.
On SmackDown, exactly.
So yeah,
Damn, they did them dirty. They doing Raw dirty. Why they getting Hulk Hogan?
so you see that they got Pat doing the commentary. That they got Pat on commentary for that now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so I don't think Hogan just might have an appearance, but he ain't gonna. Man, listen.
He shouldn't even have the appearance. I'm just saying they're doing them dirty because the thing is like for SmackDown they get Jesse the Body. Right, they get Jesse the Body for SmackDown. For Raw they gotta get Hulk Hogan. Man, if you don't go give me X Pac, like
You give me
go
Kevin
give
Nash or
me
somebody, bro.
yeah, give me Kevin Nash, outspoken ass. Like I'll take him over this shit. It's already looking abysmal. Abysmal. Speaking of abyss,
Go ahead.
you see about last week's writers?
What? What about it? Go ahead.
The CM Punk Seth Rollins match was actually like written by him.
Oh yeah, yeah. He been in the company for a while back there working on
I had
as
no
a
clue.
producer. As a producer.
I had no clue.
Nah, Abyss been back. Yeah, Abyss been with the company for a little while now. They
That's
actually like him.
man.
He actually rising up in the ranks a lot from what I'm hearing back there.
That's Man King. Man King.
Um, yeah, he actually raising up. He's been doing a lot of. They had him doing a lot of what's it called matches like undercard matches and stuff like that. And Triple H
Right.
ever since he sent home my boy what's his name
Oh, you said ever since he said
Hayes, Michael Hayes home for a little
okay,
while.
okay, yeah, yeah,
Him
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Bruce Pritchard been home for a little while. So I think
Damn.
this is the way Triple H is integrating his backstage people in there, and yeah, and he Triple H has been liking him for a while, and he's been doing a good job from the matches that I heard that he has produced. And last week, I wasn't mad at that match at all. But then again, you got two
Right.
vets in there though. How much did you really produce in that match, honestly?
True. I mean, that makes sense and all, but it's just the person was like you still have some type of writer doing it. Like for like you would automatically think that they didn't have anything to do with it. You know what I mean? So like I could see like promos, but you were saying like the actual match. They wrote the match. You know what I mean? Which I'm saying pretty cool. I'm saying I was more kind of like surprised at the fact to see him on credits for it. You know what I mean? Because again, Abyss, his matches were in TNA were so wild. You know what I'm saying? They weren't necessarily the best. Granted, he wasn't
He
a
was
writer
a
for the matches, but you know what I'm saying?
he was a taller version of mankind without the ring IQ, in my opinion.
Man came. That's what I'm calling him. So that's what he looked like.
Yeah, like he
He
wasn't
looked like
to me. He
Kane,
wasn't
the
the
size of
best ring
mankind.
general.
Right. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He just did that with that big old sidewalk slam. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh
He
yeah,
did
yeah,
just
yeah.
that one. That spin one. That was his shit. But yeah, nah. But tonight was the way they started it off as we talk about Punk and Seth Rollins. I actually like this segment a lot.
Oh, bringing
I,
out
I like I like
Drew
I like
with Drew coming out.
yeah. I like the teasing that they did because again, that right there is mania. That's mania feel type match. You know what I mean? That's something that you would probably expect them to pull out last year.
But
Um,
not a 3-way though.
had Punk not got hurt, huh? No, no, no. I'm just saying
You
like
don't want to
again,
see a 3-way.
but but mind you, that's something I called. I was calling that for last year's match the way it was going. You know what I'm saying? And had Punk not got hurt, they were building it like it was about to be a three-way match, or even somewhere down the line of last year, like after Mania, and it could have happened. But just again, injuries prevented that, and so on and so forth. We got the Punk and Drew McIntyre saga. But yeah, either way, like it's just definitely on fire. Punk was actually getting the best out of both of them.
Punk showed that he's been in the wrestling business just a little bit longer because you can tell when it was almost like certain things he would say and it would be a low, Punk would always jump in with a line, jump in with a line. He never let them fully get their full, what am I trying to say? let it all sit in
He
without him saying something. That's what I'm trying to say. Like he always
he
has
hit
something
them
to
with
say.
low blows. He hit them low blows pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? Like I heard playing real dirty for some of them. Um, and it was just like, of course, the fans kind of ate it up, but that's the part that it was like, damn, he ain't got nothing to say back to that one, huh? You know what I mean? He was kind of eating them up on those parts. So
Just
like with those three, my fault. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Just what?
I'm about to say just with Punk reaction when Seth Rollins music hit was just enough for me. He was like,
Oh,
"Oh my god, I'm
oh.
done with this dude. Like he won't leave me alone."
I couldn't get rid of Ripley. It couldn't be Rhea Ripley.
Nah, what was you about to say though?
All right, so now I'm about to say, like, with those three, right? All three, of course, declared for the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
How do you see it go? How do you see it go for them? How's it go for them?
Uh, so whoever eliminates who first, that's probably gonna be the telling of the WrestleMania. What they gonna do at Mania, most than likely. So
Okay.
if Punk, I mean, if Seth eliminates Punk, then it's Punk and Seth at Mania, which I wouldn't care about seeing that again, honestly.
Right.
It was a good
I
match
mean,
the
it's what
first
happened
time.
again. It's what happened again
It,
for
it was
sure.
definitely a good match last week. Um, my thing is with Drew. Uh, Drew was
What
on
did he
this.
fall?
He's on this Crusader role right now, where he wants to kill Roman Empire, but I don't see him fighting Roman at WrestleMania though. So, like he's leading this charge. No Diddy harder than anybody else. Like why y'all like even his promo tonight he said it. He said why y'all two was he got mad at Seth. You was worried about some little match against CM Punk when we was out here trying to take on Roman in the tribal combat match, and you didn't help out, but you
He
don't
ain't
want him
come
in
out there
power
and
no
help at
more.
all. Right. Right.
So it's like you can tell he wants that Roman match, but I don't see how they get to it unless Triple H about to throw a major curveball between now and the Mania, and Drew is in the main event against Roman, which I would not be mad at. I think that would be a great match if it happens.
That's another Mania rematch, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and that would be a great match though, for real. That would be. I think them two would tear it down.
Yeah.
They would definitely tear.
Yeah, I was saying like remember the last time they did it was the Mania that Roman came back from leukemia.
Right. You absolutely
Yeah.
right. Yep, yes, that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I'm saying that would actually be a good rematch.
That was right before
Um,
the. That was after the pandemic, right?
yes, that was back. Was it back in all? No.
It wasn't the.
No.
It wasn't the PC Mania. It was the one after that, the Tampa Bay Mania.
No, Tampa Bay Mania, he was a heel. When he came back from the PC, he was a heel. So it was the one right before.
The one before that. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, because matter of
because
fact, that's when
mm-hmm.
because the PC Mania is when,
He was supposed to fight Goldberg.
and then Big Show came out at the end. Remember they had that match after it went off air, and they re-showed it Monday night.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people didn't realize because Big Show kept saying he was the main event, and everybody's like, "What are you talking about?" And then they re-aired it how he came out, and then Drew still beat his ass. No did he?
Yes.
I forgot about that till you just said it.
Yeah. Nah. Crazy times with the pandemic for sure.
Now the pandemic.
Oh man,
If it was
it shook up everything.
listen, if it wasn't for Taker and AJ Styles that year, that mania
That was a sleeper. It was a sleeper.
that
I mean,
that mania is very forgetful.
even it sucks to say it. Even like the Drew and Brock match.
Yeah.
Oh, that one never got his just due. Never got his just due
I
for what he accomplished in the Royal Rumble. You remember, like, yo, when he eliminated Brock, that one sent it was like a damn lightning bolt struck a damn tree in your front yard. You know what I'm
right.
saying? It was a nuclear bomb.
No, you're right.
For that to happen, and then all of a sudden you get like no crowd for basically the rest of the year.
No, you're right. The PC was the PC shows and that whole thing was just it was even hard to watch at times because the crowd reaction really
I
makes the
can.
show. Like tonight, the crowd was screaming "fuck you" to what they screaming "fuck you" to tonight, and they ain't even block it out. Gotta look at it. I know Chad Gable. Speaking of, let's go jump in. Chad Gable got a hell of a reaction by this crowd tonight, and Penta. Well, it wasn't a secret who he was facing tonight.
Pero y medio.
Penta came out there and do what Penta
Hey
does.
yo,
He does what Penta does. If you haven't seen a Penta, this was your first time seeing a Penta match. You're not really catching him at his best.
hear me out.
You didn't catch him at his best. But go ahead.
It was mine.
That's your first time seeing him work.
I didn't watch him work at another company.
I'm talking about even at Lucha Underground. Whoa! I didn't know that was your first time watching him work. Okay.
I mean, I watched stuff on YouTube, but Pence was something special. I will say that. There was that one spot that he went on the low rope
Mm-hmm.
with the leg drop. He kind of messed that one up. I'm saying, like, that's probably just a little quick ring rust. After that, I text you, is he reckless? I only text you if he's reckless because the thing is, Chad Gable didn't catch him the way he should have he caught him. My nigga really laid on his back. Let's keep it a buck.
But to me, he's not reckless. That's just the way he works. As you watch him work more and more, you will see it. You be like, oh, it looks reckless at times, but I think it's a control reckless in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not Darby Allin.
Yeah,
bad.
it's not ECW reckless like how they was back in the day. It ain't that.
No, it's controlled. It's definitely fun.
I'm shocked they letting him do a power driver.
The Panama Sunset.
I'm shocked they letting him hit it.
I'm not surprised. I mean, that one's more of the safer one. When you think about it, but not the way Chad Gable landed. The way Chad Gable landed was pretty gruesome. It was actually a great spot. He sold that shit.
But you also got to think about it. The safe power driver is what broke Stone Cold neck.
But they still let the tombstone go down.
Say that again.
That's a power driver. They still let the tombstone go down, and that's a power driver.
No. Nobody do the tombstone right now. Who do the tombstone right now?
What's name did it for a little bit. I mean, when he was there, Matt Riddle, with Bro Derek, the Bro Derek, and then of course, I mean, you give him a match, Undertaker does it.
Undertaker ain't done it in his last match though.
He didn't do it to John Cena.
I can't remember. I know he got the chokes. Oh, Undertaker been doing the choke slam a lot.
I'm pretty sure he did the tombstone. He either did the tombstone on Cena or he did it on Elias that year.
He definitely did. He did it on Cena because that's when Cena missed the kick by a
He
mile
missed
away.
the boot.
Yeah,
they had to change the angle and they had to do it behind him instead of on the side.
Motherfucker, Cena, boy, I tell you. Speaking of Cena, boy, I know we jumped into Penta, but Penta match was great. He won his first match. He deserved to win it.
Yes, sir.
The crowd reaction was amazing.
Oh man, I love that.
That was my first time hearing him talk. That was my first time hearing him talk.
I love that they let him speak. That was actually very fun, very 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 welcoming. Mm-hmm. Because again, and like he did exactly what he needed to do for that crowd. You know what I mean? There's a lot of his whole family was there. I guess all his daughters, they're all right there. All his family was there. Of course, she was crying in the beginning of it, and then of course, you know what I mean. I guess it's just his area was all there. But that was actually very fun. That was a fun match. Great person to go against.
You could tell he'd been wanting to get to WWE for a while. The emotions alone was in his face. You can tell he knew. He'd been wanting to come here for a while. But what I was about to say was the John Cena thing. CM Punk did a little hint in his promo about the John Cena talking about you can't see me, but I see you.
Right.
We're gonna get that match before end of the year for sure.
That's gonna be one of them. I mean,
as long as everybody stay healthy.
I think it starts at Mania. I mean, I think it starts at Rumble.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see a lot of. If they do it right, Cena comes in early and he's going to be at a different. Every time it's going to be different people that can have everybody thinking, could that be a match? Could that be a match? Could that be a match? Could that be a match?
I love it.
So
I love the fact that it's like with Rumble, it creates so many storylines. It crosses so many lines. You know what I'm saying? It intersects everybody. So therefore, those from Raw see the ones from SmackDown, and then you see the ones from NXT. As you see, my man was there tonight in the crowd. The ruler, Big Oba.
Yeah, he was in. I don't like. I don't like them putting the superstars in the crowd. I don't like that shit.
I know, no. At the end of the day, I don't like it either because it's just like why they only like, especially after last week.
Last week makes sense. This week didn't make sense.
No, it didn't. Because the thing is, you have them out there, just go put them in the backstage. That's what I didn't like.
True.
That's
If
the
you ain't
only
gonna sit out
gripe.
there,
My
they
only
gotta sit
gripe.
out there the whole show.
Right. Like have them there. Like, what's the point of sending them back? There ain't one. Speaking of, but back to Penta real quick. So, do we get Ray Phoenix later?
Say that again.
Do we get Ray Phoenix later this year?
I can't hear you.
Do we get Ray Phoenix later? His brother.
Oh, when his brother is coming,
Do we get him?
he's there? He got signed?
No. Do we? I'm asking you.
Oh, you asking me? I know. The fanboy put either 6 months or 9 months back on his contract
Did they really?
because of injury time.
Oh.
So
Okay.
that started at because they both tried to leave at the end of
I'm looking at it now. It was as of September.
So it's after September. So add six months to that. That put him after Mania.
Okay. I mean, that's not bad.
That's not
Probably
bad.
like SummerSlam.
Oh yeah, they built it to a nice
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam match. Especially so I know that they're a tag team. I understand it, right?
Right.
But since Penta came by himself, let his brother come by himself and just let it slowly come together. Just don't force him as a tag team right away. Because a lot of people haven't seen them work as a tag team yet. And listen, if you like the way Penta work, just wait till you get both of them together. I mean, it's
So my thing is, I just don't want them to. I don't even want them to feud. I don't want them feuding at all.
no.
Like,
We're not doing that.
no,
I don't want. Yeah, don't do that
reason I say that because the thing is, you know what I think of the moment I think of Max Luchador feuding.
Yeah. You're right. No, you're right.
Fucking Sin Cara and Hunico. Like I don't want that. I don't want that. Like, don't give me that shit. But nah, definitely that's definitely something to see. Something to see. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. By all means. What was next? It was
Hold on.
the.
What do you think about the New Day wrestling next week? So next week we should get the whole package from the New Day. No Diddy. We should get their new music, their ring entrance, and their attire next week. What do you think is going to be like? We know it's going to be a dark character, It's not going to be the bright colors and all that. You think it's going to be? You said more like streetwear, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to hear the music. I want to see what they do with the music.
I mean, they're definitely going to switch it up for next week. Who do they face? They probably face like Alpha Academy. They'll fight Alpha Academy.
Yeah, that's pretty much the people that they've been feuding with the most. Oh, think about this too though.
Alpha.
They probably will have a match against Alpha Academy next week, which is fine. But since the Wyatts has been playing the Justice character, they could end up, with the Wyatts too.
Wyatt's on SmackDown.
It ain't official yet. It's still open portal.
No. Adam Pearce said it's official.
He says it's official. They signed.
He said they are on SmackDown now.
When did he say that?
That was the whole segment with Karrion Kross and The Miz. They were back there, and Karrion Kross came out and said, "Well, I got news. The Wyatts." Pierce said the Wyatts are now on SmackDown.
I must have missed that.
Yeah, so they over there. That's what I said. It's like you had the Last Testament get the Last Testament on the Wyatt, then you just move them over. That's some question. Like, damn, I thought they were Monday nights. I thought they were Monday nights thing.
I don't like that fully now, cause I mean it's cool. Like they went there, but like I feel like They left a lot of
They
open.
they they, they destroyed a little bit of momentum. I'm not even gonna lie.
They destroyed the momentum, and they left a lot of open. Like the Testament thing never got solved.
No, no. The way it ended, no. You. That's what I said. We've been seeing the Last Testament or Karrion Kross and the Miz every week before that. I'm saying prior to that. Every week after that, we've seen those two.
Yeah, I
We haven't
ain't
seen a single
feeling that
Wyatt.
shit.
I mean, we see Dexter Loomis,
I thought
but
you
we
was
didn't see the
meant
rest
like
of them.
I thought you was meant that they was hinting that it was gonna happen. Not it was. I must have
No,
missed
they
it.
said they
So,
on
so I
SmackDown,
missed
bro.
it. So I missed it. Um. Wow. Okay. That really like that fucked me up a little bit knowing that. For real, it did. Nah, cause you know how I mean we are about the Wyatts. Like we like that.
Yeah,
We like the whole development of it and where it was going and the potential that it had. But like you said, the start and stop of it is just obnoxious right now. Um.
yeah.
Speaking of the next match, my boy Seamus and Luke Kaiser.
That was a great match. Fun match.
Yo, a damn good
Another fun
match.
one. Another
Damn good
fun one.
match.
Again, Ludwig Kaiser will sell it. However, let me just say this now. It's weird that he's not even having segments with Gunther in the backstage anymore.
I like it.
I like it too, because it's showing he got his own identity. But
Right.
it's just weird. Because again, it's the fact that it's like you get his match, and then later on you see Gunther, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see him talk to Ludwig Kaiser at all.
True.
Usually he'll discipline him. He'll discipline like usually he'll discipline him and Giovanni in the backstage. He didn't do that. Are we looking
You're
at the
right.
end of Imperium? Or are we just looking at them just branching off the way that we want the Street Profits to?
About to say, yeah. That's what I'm. That's why I say. I think it's more like that because I don't think it's like them just completely like splitting up. I think Luke Kaiser always have his back when he needs him to have his back, and pop up when he needs it. But it's not like a thing where I like it because Luke Kaiser is showing that he don't need the world heavyweight champion on his side. I mean, by his side to do what he got to do, handle his business, and
Mm.
it's showing it because we know Luke. So it's showing that Luke Kaiser is a good in the ring wrestler, which is proven. Um, I want Luke Kaiser to get out of these type of matches though. I know he's been fighting Sheamus and he's been fighting them type of wrestlers the most right now.
Mm-hmm.
Give Luke Kaiser somebody else, like just let him branch away from the overseas wrestlers. Give him somebody that's that he can. I don't know. I ain't gonna say. Yeah, like I said, just give him somebody different. But this match was definitely hard hitting. And shout out to Sheamus for signing the 5-year contract with WWE again. That
Oh,
motherfucker be
for
getting
sure.
paid.
For sure. For sure.
He's gonna be a
For
WWE
sure.
lifer. He's a lifer.
Hey, I'm not mad at it, not even one bit. Because why? I can't see Sheamus going nowhere else.
And being Sheamus,
Not
no.
not 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 saying that he will succeed anywhere else. I just don't want him to be going anywhere else.
No, I agree.
We already let Claudio go. We already let Cesaro go, which I have a problem with.
Mm-hmm.
But to have Sheamus sign his contract, boy, it's a great sign.
No, yeah.
It's a
So we
great
got
sign.
5 more years of Sheamus. Hopefully he can get that elusive Intercontinental Championship so he can become triple. I mean, what was it triple? Not triple crown.
Triple crown, triple
Yeah,
crown. You got it right.
triple crown winner, which he will get it. Definitely that he signed his
Grand,
contract.
it'll be a Grand Slam champion
Grand
though.
Slam, that's what it is. Not triple crown.
There you
Yeah,
go. Okay, I
Grand
got
Slam.
you.
Yeah, you're right.
It'll be a Grand Slam.
Grand Slam, so he can he definitely gonna get it now that he signed his contract for sure. They're gonna reward him with that, and I believe he deserves it for sure. Um, Backstage promo, they had the Judgment Day, and this is Liv first time seeing Dominic since last week, quote unquote, and
Yeah.
Dominic came with flowers. She told him that she wasn't mad, but we all knew that the look that she gave and she was being sarcastic as fuck. You know she was pissed.
She sassed that ass.
Yeah, told him go get my luggage and what's it called, luggage out the car, and had a car ready for me.
But what was funny is she didn't have anything to do the rest of the night.
Nah. When she said that, I thought that she was gonna maybe interrupt Rhea later on, or she was gonna attack her. Then they're gonna have been running the car and take off. I was thinking like that too, but she didn't do nothing the rest of the night, which made Donovan look more like a pussy because, bro, you did that and she didn't even,
Right, she didn't do
she
shit.
didn't even do shit, bro.
I will say I am happy that if I'm not mistaken, their saga is wrapped up.
Okay, we gonna
It is messed up. Like I will say this though, by all means, it is doing Liv no justice by doing that to her.
none.
You just had her on a great year. Again, she's one of the breakouts for 2024.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And for you to kind of have taken the belt off her just to kind of have her do nothing but a backstage segment is kind of crazy.
It's kind of like they don't know what to do next.
Right.
And that's not a good situation for somebody with all the
No.
momentum that she can have and the things that she have done in this past year where she's been kicking ass in 2024.
No. Like she's been on she was on a run.
Right.
Again, not her fault, but again, Rhea Ripley went out. Liv held it down.
For sure.
Oh, your mom is pissed. I'm sorry.
Bro, this game been over since the first half.
Yeah, nah.
Gunther's promo.
Oh man. I will say this. I did not expect Jay to come out.
He's getting his title shot.
And the possibility of him winning doesn't seem far-fetched.
It's not happening.
It's not, but it's the fact that he's a believable opponent right now.
His promo was passionate as fuck.
He cut a great ass promo.
That shit was...
And that's why it seems so believable. He out here learning from Sammy.
Yeah, nah, he definitely had the crowd in the palm of his hand.
He told him stop eating.
Yeah, he got serious. You can see the seriousness in it. Very believable, but bruh, it ain't happening. Not yet, brother. It ain't happening.
Not yet.
You ain't beating the ring general.
Not until William gets there.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I agree. But promo was A+.
Shit. Hold up.
What's up?
Does William show up on Saturday Main Event? Just to have his match the following week. Think about it.
Yo, listen to this though. So, now that you said that, if William comes and he costs Gunther the championship, oh Lord Jesus. Oh Lord Jesus.
That actually wouldn't be a bad look.
It wouldn't be a bad look. But that makes Jay a transitional champion because he know he's gonna get it right off of him right away.
I don't think it'll be Gunther to get off him. I think it'll be somebody else.
Who you thinking? If that happened?
Drew.
Yo, I like so. Put the belt on Drew.
And then you could possibly set up your trip again. I'm not saying it's going to be that. But you could set up Punk and Seth in that match with him.
For night one main event.
For night one.
I'm with you. I like it. So get my boy. Yo, listen, I don't care if he only got the belt for 2 weeks. That place is going to go crazy.
He got the they will go wild. And again, Jay will get his just due. Jay is literally turning into
his name.
The Jeff Hardy of the brothers.
Yeah, I got you. But he turned into his name. Like, main event Jey Uso.
Main event Jey Uso for sure. And it's just the fact. It's like no disrespect to Jimmy, but the older brother always kind of gets overlooked. Shawn and Marlon, Damon and Keenan,
the Ball brothers.
The Ball brothers. No dig.
We all know which one is the best out of the three. Well, technically the two. The other one's a rapper now.
I'll be swerving, going, whoa, whoa.
He just got paid though. Shout out to Jello. He got that $8 million from
Hey,
Def Jam. Let's go, Jello.
one single.
His daddy went there and negotiated everything for him. Never lost. He got that. He got that cash money. Everybody get your roll on.
Oh, word. But nah, yeah, you put on Jay
for a couple weeks.
And like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, you have him flexing in front of Roman.
I don't think he flexes it. He just let him know that I did it without you.
You flex it.
A soft flex. You don't go crazy because y'all were just teammates.
Right.
Y'all were just
exactly.
A soft flex.
He loves you.
Yeah, soft flex.
Roman would. I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you. He'll definitely do that. I'm proud of you. And give him a hug. I guarantee it.
Hold on. Who you got winning the Rumble?
Who I have winning Rumble? It's between 3 people.
Okay, let me hear it right quick.
Roman, Punk, Seth.
So think about this, right? Jay got the belt, Roman wins it, and and then you got to pick your opponent. Bruh.
No, he ain't gonna pick Jay title.
I know he's not,
pick Jay title.
Bruh.
He ain't gonna pick Jay title. You know what title? He going for my title. Hell no.
The suspense though, like if Roman got it and Jay got the belt, then he gotta go confront each champion and let them know, bro. The suspense that people would say, like Roman going to get that title, and if Roman is staying on Monday Night Raw, technically he would be going for that title.
Technically.
But the open portal lets you go anywhere you want right now, so we're not even gonna play the technicality game right now.
It does. Hold up. Roman's last Royal Rumble win was in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. We're 10 years away from him. 10 years out from him winning the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, because main event is a week before. It's next week. It's next Saturday.
No. I'm saying for him. Where is it? He won it. When the fuck he won it? He won the Royal Rumble 2015?
You talking about Roman?
Yeah.
He hasn't been in there in 6 years.
No, but he won the Royal Rumble 2015. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, he won
it. We're 10 years out from when it'll be the 10-year anniversary of him winning.
Winning it, okay. Not actually competing it.
Yeah. Him actually competing, that's fine. But no, him actually winning it was that one. That was the time when Rock. Oh,
that's when Rock came in there and helped him, right? Held up his hand, right?
Yeah.
That was the one in Philadelphia. And the crowd booed the shit out of him.
Holy shit. Time out. Yeah. I'm happy he's one of my 3 that are winning. Because now, and granted, I know for a fact that schedule is a motherfucker when it comes to that man. Right? Is a motherfucker. If Rock comes out and does that same shit, but actually attacks Roman Reigns, the headlines it would make would be phenomenal.
Yeah, because, WWE would be like 10 years to the day since that happened, and now he turned around 10 years later and kicks his ass at the end of the show. It still has a lot of storylines that built around the bloodline as well, because if Roman wins it or Roman get eliminated, see, if that happened, Roman got to get eliminated by The Rock. Roman can't win it.
I don't know.
And the reason why I say that is because they still will play at the 10 years to the day thing. Because
True.
So it'd be like 10 years to the day, I helped you win it, and then 10 years later, I eliminated you. So they still will play the 10-year game with it, because if he wins it, and Roman gonna want to chase The Rock, and The Rock ain't got no belt.
Take that people title.
I'm not with that bullshit.
or they can bring back the Smoking Bull.
Huh?
I mean, the Robert Bull belt.
Man, come on, man.
Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Wishful
Yeah, that's
thinking.
definitely wishful thinking. But nah, that will be 10 years though. So you is right. They gonna play it up if Roman
They
and
gonna
Rock
play
is
it up.
happening at Mania in some type of way.
They gonna
But
play it up.
I just believe that The Rock would eliminate him then if that's the case, or attack him. No, he would have to eliminate him because that feud don't need the belt. And neither one of them technically want. Well, technically, you gonna have the belt because you be the first, you be number one contender.
Right.
So
Right.
So he would have to eliminate
in
him.
a way, speak, Rock doing that kind of defeats the purpose of him even doing it because he's still going for a title.
Right.
Well, so, I mean, you got Elimination Chamber in between, but yeah, I get you.
Speaking of titles, the Women Intercontinental Championship final was tonight.
Yeah. This actually wasn't bad. Lyra Valkyria actually didn't look bad.
Very forgetful.
No. There was a suplex off the apron.
And the reason why I say very forgetful, they didn't do enough hyping it up like they did for the women's US on SmackDown. This should have been on Saturday night's main event.
They started the tournament like right before the semis of that. You know what I mean? Like a week before the semis of the United States one, that's when they decided to start this one. So they were never going to coincide to go the right way. Granted, like you said, what's name is what? Next week?
You're talking about Saturday main event?
Saturday main event?
Yeah, it's the 25th.
Yeah, next
Saturday.
So yeah, they could have definitely did it for the whole month of January. But I mean, not even the whole month of January, but you get what I'm saying. But you know why they did.
They didn't promote it at all. It was I didn't even know the finals was tonight until they opened up the show.
I didn't either.
It was.
I didn't either.
It was.
Yeah, that's it.
But shout out to her.
There's one. Yeah.
Shout out to.
I mean, either one would have been a good one to win it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Either or.
Yes.
I'm happy that Dakota did get her moments. You know what I mean? It wasn't like there's an interference or anything to worry about because I don't think neither one of them happened. Nothing happened like that. It was actually a clean win. Fun match.
Yeah, fun match. Next, Sammy versus The Miz.
I like the background. First of all, let me start with the backstage segment was fire.
What?
Between those two. Again, of course, they had the announcement that the Wyatts weren't there, but then it was more or less just like they were kind of chatting about certain things that they had going on, and Miz kind of hit the point. He was like, "I'm a 2-time world champion." I'm a 2 times world champion. He was like, Sam was just like, okay, and he said that's 2 times more than what you have. So you out here, because like they're basically calling each other their counterparts lackey. So like Miz being Carrion's lackey, what's the name? Hinting to the fact that he's just gonna help Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble too. You gonna help him do that, which is fire. I'm not gonna hold you again. Great storytelling. Seth Rollins kind of cleared that seed the right way.
Right.
It's pretty wild. But yeah, definitely expected to go that way with the promo. But the match was actually good. The match was cool. It wasn't bad, but I will say the most non-devastating move that I always say doesn't finish a match. Finish the match tonight. The Notorious Blue Thunderbomb won the match.
Thunderbomb.
Again, that move has not finished anybody for years.
Nah, it hasn't, but it always been a transitional move in my opinion. But tonight, it worked.
Yes, it did. Yeah. Nah. It's crazy you think about how many like losses Miz is really taking. And for him to still kind of get that.
I got a question. When it comes to the Miz, you like him as a heel or a face?
Oh, heel all day. All day. I can't take Miz as a babyface. That cookie cutter shit is real.
So the only time I like the Miz as a face is when he's with R-Truth.
No, you wanna know why I don't like it?
Wow.
Because he ain't got rhythm. He fucks up the theme song.
Okay, you're right. They do remix the "What's Up" song. They fuck it up. What's up? Yeah, they fuck it up.
He
You're
fucked it
right. They
up.
fuck it up. You're right.
Nah, but nah, Miz is way better as a heel. It's just because again he comes off as that pompous asshole. He's literally that guy. He's like he gives you silver spoon. You know what I mean?
But this company got a lot of heels right now, and he don't fall in
Raw
line as a
does.
top heel.
Not anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Not anymore.
Look how many
Top
heels are
heels
in front of
again.
him before you
You got
finally get
Drew.
to the Miz, and then like you said, the Miz been with the company for so long. We know what we gonna get from the Miz. We get, and I don't want to put this pressure on him. I'm not, but we get a Ric Flair 2.0 without all the crazy shit. We gonna get him in the suit. We gonna get him talking shit, and he gonna wrestle. That's all Ric Flair used
Right.
to do back in the day. But Ric Flair used to take his clothes off and act a fool too. The Miz just don't do that. That's all.
Nah, I mean he did only on one time. He didn't throw his clothes off, but he acted fool,
Yes,
talking
yeah,
smack.
yeah. You're right. But
Yeah, that was the only time he went off every type cue card. You know what I mean? Where it was like a shoot.
right, yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but
But I mean, I don't know. The Miz is going to get very stale right now.
is he?
It's going to be hard for him to find a good spot on a WrestleMania card. I'm not saying he's not going to have one, but he might.
Oh, he'll have one.
But he might be the opening match or a down match or something like that.
No. It'll be for the Andre the Giant Memorial Trophy.
They haven't been putting that on Mania. That's been on that Friday SmackDown show before.
He'll be in that match.
So that he gonna be on Fridays SmackDown before Mania then. He ain't gonna be on
No, I
Mania.
mean, he'll be. Yeah, they'll say he'll be in the one before Mania. He'll be in that match. He'll be there.
So he's not gonna be on
Why?
Mania
Because
technically.
again, nope,
For somebody
nope.
who main evented WrestleMania, now look what the fall off is. And we talked about that Mania. I told you that Mania was trash.
Yeah, I
Rhea
mean, set
Ripley
up Rock
promo.
and Cena.
Well,
Wow,
don't
that was aggressive.
nah, because what I'm saying is don't put me in the
Ripley promo.
don't put me in
Hey,
the
do it.
don't put me in the middle of starting up a beef with somebody else and then y'all just
Right,
push me to the
right,
wayside.
right. No, really
That's
did,
what happened
really
to
did,
him.
really did. And it made it seem like if like Cena was going to be the afterthought.
Right.
Oh, because Miz won the title and Miz became the afterthought.
We knew who was gonna be the afterthought. Who out of them three, who was the weakest superstar? The Miz.
Right. Alex Shelley, no,
Alex.
Alex Riley,
I said out of them three. I
Alex
ain't say
Riley,
them four.
Alex Riley.
Alex Riley. Alex Riley. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But
Alex Shelley from WCW.
yeah.
That's life.
Continuing on this Monday Night Raw, very short Monday Night
Yeah.
Raw. Rhea Ripley promo.
Fuck with it.
Good promo. Like Nia Jax interruption.
I do like Nia Jax interruption.
She had that
I
bodysuit
do
on
like
too.
the fact I ain't really like the bodysuit. It was too much cheetah.
Too much cheetah.
Too much cheetah. Too much cheetah. Too much cheetah, bro. Too much cheetah. She had the what's the name? The bustier, whatever you want to call it. She had that. Then she had a long sleeve shirt under it. They had the pants. It was a little too much cheetah for me. And she light skinned with her hair basically was cheetah print too. Too much cheetah for me.
She'll let you know she got the inner tiger.
And, but nah, with that one, it's like her coming out dolo and even taking her little shots to Tiffany Stratton, right? Or basically claiming Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
I liked how she was the first one to kind of do it, kind of stay her claim. Let everybody on notice. I mean, you even go back to it. Oh no, that was Shayna Baszler. Never mind. I was about to say, didn't they beef before? But I think they did anyway though. Rhea and Nia. Either way, good to see that kind of go down. Where's Naya's from? If I'm not mistaken, Naya's from what? San Francisco?
Yeah, she if she's not from there, I think she lives there.
I think she's from there.
I like how, as Matt looked that up, I like how Nia even called out
San
Bailey
Diego.
for being in there, being in the crowd. Say that again. What you say? Where's she from?
She's from San Diego.
Oh, she's from San Diego. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I mean they're right there, within the area. Funny how she kept taking them shots to her, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was talking about how they talk about Bailey, how they got Bailey involved when she was sitting in the crowd into this as well.
How
What,
to
you
get Bailey
laughing?
involved?
Huh?
First of all, Nia Jackson's funny as shit. Ooh, BBL Bailey's coming to get me. Oh man,
Yeah.
that shit is funny as hell. BBL Bailey's coming to get me. But nah, like
Yes.
again, I didn't see that one happen at all. I didn't see Bailey in the crowd at all. But
No,
they
I didn't
definitely
see
tied
it
him in
either
there.
until the shit popped off.
Yeah, they tied it in pretty cool and got her involved. Of course, because of the fact she's no more contender for that title.
Mm-hmm.
With Tiffany Stratton.
Right. Tiffy
But
time.
guess we gonna see something soon. I will say that.
Oh, for
There's
sure.
gonna be a tag match. There's gonna be a tag match, probably this Friday.
You think so?
Tiffany Stratton and Bailey versus Nia Jackson, Candice LeRae.
Okay. Okay.
I can already see it happening. Again, he ain't there, but he there. Tag team Teddy legacy still live on. You bound to see two tag team matches some way somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you on that. Was the street fight next? Yes, it was. The
That's
street
what I'm saying. It's weird. It's a weird night.
the street fight was definitely next. Damien Priest versus Finn Balor. This is supposed to be the last time. This is supposed to be it. They're not supposed to be.
I think that's it.
Damien Priest is supposed to be done with Judgment Day business, and I pray that they keep their word because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The right person didn't win.
You don't think it's ended?
I don't think the right person won. It's over. I think Finn Balor should have won.
Why do you think Finn should have won? Come on, listen. Come on, listen.
Finn again signed that contract, and again, you clearly know his alliance is going to be breaking up. He's kind of the center pool of that right now. He's the center of them.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Priest is already broken off. Damian Priest is already doing his own thing. In all honesty, Damian Priest could go to SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? They could have ended Damian Priest's tenure on Raw tonight and moved him over to SmackDown. Everything he has to do on Raw he's done it. It's over. It's done. What more can he do on there? He won the big title,
Right.
right? He won the tag titles.
Right.
And when I'm mistaken, he's been Intercontinental title champion. He might be a Triple Crown champion right over there, right? On Raw.
On
Send
Raw,
him on
yeah.
over. Yeah, send him over to SmackDown because again, there's more stories that he can be told on SmackDown. He hasn't seen those superstars. He's fought the Sami Zayn. He's fought a Gunther. He's fought a Jey Uso. He's fought a Sheamus. He's fought Finn. He's fought Dominic. You know what I'm saying? Rey Mysterio. He's fought them. What
I'm
more does he need to do? The War Raiders, the Miz. Where we at?
I got what you're saying. It makes sense. I feel like you said, his time is, I ain't gonna say ran out on Raw, but pretty
Right.
much ran out on Raw. He
Yeah.
exercised a lot of the, what am I trying
Yes.
to say?
He
He
is.
exercised Yeah, he exercised a
every
lot of
avenue has been taken for him.
yeah. I guess yeah. I mean, because where else would you put him at right now? And if he stayed on Raw,
Right,
yeah, you're right.
right.
Well, what else?
Again,
What are you doing with him?
Braun Breaker again. You already seen it. You don't want to take it off Braun Breaker.
Yeah, you're right.
Send him on SmackDown. Again, you could possibly set up a Cody versus Damien match. Cody versus Shinsuke Nakamura match. You're gonna say LA Knight, all that type of stuff. You could do that over there. It's a fresh start for him.
Right.
You can start a fresh start for him by having, because again, Judgment Day ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna move Judgment Day right now.
No, hell no, no.
And that's my point. Again, what was the point of Damien winning? At 10:30.
Right.
There's no point in him winning at 10:30. That's one thing.
No.
Especially for but it was actually a good match. It was a very good match.
Good match with the proper involvement. I'm happy the War Raiders, Viking War Raiders, War Raiders, what the fuck you want to call them. I'm happy they came out as well. Do you think what's it called? They get their tag team rematch?
Absolutely not. Not to losing. Not to losing. I mean, granted, they'll have their match.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point in winning?
Yeah, you're right.
What is the point in them winning? It's like you got to show more, like, and I'm gonna say about another faction in a minute. This faction has to really start breaking up. Why? Because it's run its course a little long.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I mean the catalyst behind breaking them up is Finn Balor.
Right. True.
You know what I mean? He's gonna be the one that pushes the ticket that breaks them all up. He's gonna wind up having a match against JD. He's gonna have a match against Dom. I would love to see Carlito get more work in the ring, but I mean, you get what I'm saying. Either way, yeah, no, Finn's gonna run through them all sooner or later. It's only a matter of time.
And actually, if that happens, it actually helps build up Finn again. Because Finn need to get back into the world title picture.
Literally,
I like Finn. I like, of course, like you even put him in your WrestleMania matches that you would love to see the Demon Finn come back.
mm-hmm.
I would love to see him as well. I totally agree with you on that. So if it builds Finn back up to that status, I'm all for it. Let's get Finn rocking and rolling, as they say.
He signed that contract for a reason, man.
He definitely signed this contract for a reason.
For a reason.
The perfect opponent is waiting for him when he comes back. Well, he'd be the perfect opponent for one person when he comes back from injury.
Who's talking?
AJ Styles. AJ Styles.
Yes. But that's the only reason I took a hot breath like that is it's gonna be a while.
No, I understand it's gonna be a while. No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I just want to see that them two is that Tokyo Dome overseas stuff. Bullet Club. They got a lot of history.
Shit. Speaking of Bullet Club, I actually want to see Tama Tonga have his match against like an AJ Styles.
That would be dope.
Another Bullet Club member.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of history tied up with that Bullet Club, with that Bullet Club faction. That some people recognize in the States, some people don't know. But yes, the Tama Tongas and all them, that faction is just as big member wise as the NWO was at one point.
Low key.
Yeah, the Bullet Club is very
There's the Army, better yet the Navy. It's the Army, but yeah, the Navy. They beat.
So
and got like whole new renditions to it too.
So when you think about this show, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your overall grade of this show tonight?
This show gets a solid, and I hate to do it. I hate to do it. This show gets a solid B minus.
Matt,
In comparison to last week's
you
show.
can't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's why I said I hate to do it. I hate to do it. It's just the fact you spoiled me the week before. You can't not spoil me this week.
He told you though.
At least give me 2 weeks. At least give me 2 weeks. I know everybody can't be on the show. I get that. But at the same time, you ended at 10:30. It ended an hour ago.
So listen. Triple H told us that, last week was it wasn't a WrestleMania. It wasn't a Monday Night Raw. It was a special. It was a special. So
I'm with that.
So I wasn't expecting the super high that we was used to. Now what I wasn't
expecting super high. I wasn't expecting 10:30.
Okay, so you gave it a B, right?
Minus.
B minus. It gets a fucking C from me.
Okay.
And that's because of the 10:30 thing. Literally, I'm sitting downstairs watching it. Me and my wife wasn't watching it. We were watching the football game on the big TV. I was watching I was watching Raw on my iPad. And literally at 10:30 it goes off, and I go, "What the fuck?"
I see the fucking credits. I said, "What the? Are those credits?"
My wife like, "Well, babe, what time?"
my eyes deceiving me.
Yo, listen. She asked me, bro, what time did the main event come on? I said, it literally come on like 10:30.
It's her even asking what time the main event come on.
She like,
her even asking.
I'm scratching my head like, when the motherfucker said that your live show stream has stopped, I said, what the fuck?
Yeah, nigga, nah, I'm trying to tell you. I did not expect to see that man on no fucking turnbuckle out here closing the night out. I'm going to be real with you. They could have closed the night out with the damn table spot.
True.
They could have stopped the match right then because they decided to go to commercial right afterwards. They could have stopped it right then. I'd have been cool.
No, you're right. No, I wouldn't have been mad at that.
Both of them would have looked strong going out.
I would not have been mad at that if that would have happened.
You had Finn take a hot tan. And he shouldn't have.
I don't know. Of course, WWE don't have to explain nothing to us because
they don't got to explain shit. They will do what they want to do.
They just gonna hit. One thing about Triple H, he does listen to the internet fans, so I'm sure people are going crazy on him a little bit. Him, Netflix.
At the same time, he's still gonna do what he want to do. He's gonna be like, guys.
True. You right.
But what you want me to do?
I do what I want. It just, like I said, it was just shocking for the show to go off at 10:30. That's my biggest complaint.
For sure.
That, and if you had that extra time, you could have let a couple more segments breathe. You could have probably gave it another match or something.
At least.
I mean, then now they got us until 11 o'clock for sure, bro.
Shit, I'm not even gonna hold you. You could have gave us New Day tonight.
I wouldn't have been mad at New Day coming out tonight. The crowd would have. Crowd would have ate that up, bro.
I feel like every champion should make an appearance on the show. You know what I mean? They should make an appearance, whether it's in the ring or it's in the backstage. They should make an appearance.
True. I'm not disagreeing with that.
I love how Gunther mentioned that tonight too. Because again, he said you get the people that want to argue about being the best in the world. People about getting there. What do you call it? You call it something. I forget what you fucking call it. Motherfucker, disrespectful though. Your falafel around your neck and everything like that to be the head of the table. Like people fight to be the head of the table. People fight to be the best in the world. He's like this. I'll fight for this. There's no way up here worthy. No, the way he cut that was fire. But either way, it's like every champion should show that face. Because now they're about to show us this damn Intercontinental title every damn week.
Mm-hmm.
And you know it, mind you, but we didn't get the tag team champions tonight at all. We got them last week,
right,
in the crowd.
And this week we got them doing a run in
to go back in the backstage.
Right.
Come on, Trips. Stop playing with me, bro.
Yeah, you got 3 hours, bro. Matter of fact, you said you got as long as you want. Netflix gave you as long
We
as you want.
nigga, you decided to take your show. I mean, not necessarily Raw, but again, we went on to midnight last week. Your
Yeah,
programming was on till midnight last week.
right.
You fucked up, right?
Yeah, he fucked this one up.
You know you fucked up, right?
I don't. He can rebound next week.
He will.
Especially with next week. With next week. I can't even talk. With next week running into the Saturday night's main event. It's like the go home show for Saturday night main event.
Yeah.
We probably will see a lot more Triple H putting into the show. But Monday Night Raw, like I said, I mean, I'm giving it a C because of the show ending a half an hour early. But overall, everything else was good on the show. I wasn't mad at it at all.
Right.
I like the show. This was shocked that it went off at 10:30. That's all.
It was fun. I mean, it's surprising because you don't never see that happen. I mean, again, now it just makes you think he's gonna pull a trigger like that every damn week if it's not on fucking, if it's not on not on like regular broadcast TV,
Right.
on cable. Nigga dirty.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see what Trips do next week when it comes to Monday Night Raw.
Don't do it right though.
Let's talk about one more thing before we jump off this show tonight. Well, we can pod a little bit. I don't know how much time you got.
Yeah.
But
I'm good.
we got Zilla 5-2 versus Booker T.
I'm gonna let you take this one. Go ahead, because
So
I ain't get to watch it.
So they had the promo, where Zilla and Booker T had a promo, and Booker T brung up his dad Umaga in the promo. Zilla looked visibly mad. Now listen, I'm not saying that Booker T didn't clear it with him ahead of time, and if Zilla didn't know, that was fucked up. But Zilla did know. He played it to the point where he had emotions in his face.
Was
Stood
it
up.
that contract signing part?
Yeah, contract signing. It
Okay.
was definitely dope. It was definitely dope. Told him he just like his dad, chip off the old block. And Zilla got very frustrated and signed the contract without reading the contract. And that's what Booker T wanted him to do.
Now you see, I'm happy. Well, nah. This is why, like, me being a wrestling historian. Let's just take words of LeBron, right?
Mm-hmm.
A wrestling historian. I would love to have been a writer for that segment, right? Why? Because I would have told him to mention Charmel, Stevie Ray. You know what I'm saying? I would have told him to mention those things because again, you would mention my dad. The obvious. I could mention how you was never how your girl was a valet for somebody else before she was a valet for you. You know what I'm saying? Mention shit like that to kind of stir the pot. You know what I'm saying? Or how Stevie Ray was better than you in the ring, but they just gave the ropes to you, but you fucked up because you came for Hulk Hogan.
Right.
You know what I mean? But either
Hulk
way,
Hogan.
shit like that is
What do you say, Hulk Hogan? I'm coming for you, nigga.
we're coming for you, nigga. But yeah, it's shit like that. It's like, you know what I mean? I wish I would have wrote for that because again, it's like that shit would have been right off the top of my head. Like you would automatically know, like, not to fuck with me on the mic. Why? I'm gonna mention the shit that you don't even think. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to sit and think that I'm not supposed to say. I'm gonna drop a pipe bomb.
Nah, you right. I would too, cause I'd have came back at Booker about his him getting arrested for stealing when he was you bring up my dad.
That whole GR bro look, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Again, how wild and perverted he be sounding on commentary. Had to come back in the ring and try to do something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a drunk uncle.
But so yeah, he got him to sign a contract without reading the contract. So the contract was basically a gauntlet match. They pulled out 4 wrestlers. No, they pulled out 3 wrestlers. What's the boy name that used to rap in NXT? AJ Francis. That's his name, AJ Francis.
Yeah.
He came out. They
Hit
had
row. I got you.
yeah, they had yeah, that's the name. Yep. So they came out. He fought all of them, and then of course Booker was the last one, and Zilla lost to the booking of all moves. The booking. Zilla lost to the.
He didn't do. He didn't do the what's the name?
He didn't do the what?
He didn't do the scissors kick.
No, he lost to the booking.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so Booker T lost to the booking. So right now, all over reality wrestling, Instagram and Twitter, they saying justice for Zilla. So this feud is not over. From what I've seen, people they did exactly what they wanted to do. They got enough. They got some exposure from this for real. People really wanted to see Zilla in the ring, and then they gave him four opponents in one night, basically. Zilla
Making it
looked
strong.
good. Excuse me. Zilla looked good. He actually fought the night before against
Moose, right?
huh?
Moose. Yeah, probably is Moose.
Nah, Rhino.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He actually fought the night before in Chicago against Rhino. Then turned around and had that match. So Zilla's all over the circuit on the weekends right now. But he looked good. From what I hear, some WWE talent scouts was there because they're part of the WWE. Booker T is part of the WWE ID program. So I believe Zilla. We will see Zilla in WWE before the end of the year for sure.
Okay. Do you feel as though him losing to Booker T was his exit and his transition to the to NXT?
No, only because of the way he lost. 4 versus 1. He lost. He lost he still looked it tough because it took 4 people to beat him. But the way that story been building up in that company, and I've been watching it, here and there, not too much, but they're gonna have Booker T will have another one-on-one match with him, and it will be just him and Booker. Go ahead.
Does it happen on NXT though? Think about it. It took about 4 or 5 people to beat Roman at Mania last year.
Right.
What if they just try to do the same thing right now?
Only reason why I say no because Booker is not considered a wrestler in WWE at the moment. He's considered just a commentator. That's the only reason why I say no.
I got you.
That's the only reason why.
Makes sense.
Speaking of a legend coming back, JBL be back next week.
I ain't see that one.
Didn't see that one either.
I ain't see that shit.
So is he coming back like he's been coming back on all these independent shows?
I mean, he was just on. He was on TNA recently, right?
He been on TNA and
Impact.
and MLW, if I'm mistaken.
Okay.
Doing the clothesline gimmick and all that shit.
I mean, one thing about JBL, I actually like JBL.
He grew on me.
It
took some time for him to grow on me.
Whoa. But
did he?
No, did. But
no, did he?
No, did he?
You know what I meant.
But yeah, he like I like his transition from how he went from the whole. It's crazy how like I've really tried to like piece it together. I'm like, yo, was that really him? You know what I'm saying? Back then, long black hair, mustache. So then he went to blonde hair with a tan. And like, who the fuck is that? Then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Then you see him, John Bradshaw Layfield, a wrestling dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a menace on SmackDown. But nah, JBL is literally like, yeah, he was a great worker and even better mic talker.
For sure.
He's one of those again. Everybody like to call him a bully. They like to say he's a bully backstage. He could be. He could the way he'd be fighting in the ring. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
He holds no punches. But he came from old school.
Yeah, so we'll see what he does next week. What gimmick he comes out. Is he just come out as regular WWE? John Bradshaw Layfield gimmick. Since they in Dallas next week, we'll see. Yeah, we see.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, next week should
Good as
hopefully be more fun than like I said, this week wasn't bad. It was just, half an hour early. That's all. I mean, that's my only really complaint about the show.
Yeah,
And we didn't get CM
understood.
Punk or Seth Rollins wrestling or Drew, none of that shit. So, I mean, they kept that away
Nah,
from the TV audience. So, wasn't
I do like the fact that it's like they're not mentioning it. Like they did it last week. No, they did it Friday before, but they still need to do it again. No, was it last week that Kevin Owens in the backstage? Was that the Friday?
No, he came out. Remember Kevin Owens stunned what's it called? In the ring last week, and then
But I'm saying was last week he said he needed to watch that back.
no, that was the week before he said that. Watch your back
That was
shit.
Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, nah. It's the fact that it's like Drew McIntyre hasn't said I'm gonna team up with Kevin to go do this shit.
That'll be a
You know what
dope
I'm
ass
saying?
match.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, it's him and Seth, right? Him and Seth are selling Raw when it comes to this anti-Roman campaign. You know what I mean? Punk don't care. Sammy, of course, gonna protect Roman. Jay gonna protect Roman. But the anti-Roman campaign hasn't necessarily called upon Kevin Owens yet, who was on the same rhetoric. I think I like the suspense they're building with that. Having Drew show up on both shows, I'm not mad. Speaking of SmackDown,
But
Solo comes back this weekend. What do you expect to happen?
Jacob beats him down.
I'm with you.
Hold on. I take this back. No, I take that back. He comes back thinking he's in charge. Still, he's still Solo. Jacob don't beat him down. Jacob gives him an ultimatum. Fall in line, or I'm gonna beat your ass. One of the two. No diddy.
I'm a dog walk your ass.
Right. That's
But
what I
I'm
believe.
still a big cousin.
That's what I believe right there. Since
How long do you see it going?
huh?
How long do you see that feud going?
I can't hear you.
How long do you see that feud going on?
Ooh. You know what was crazy part about that? Not to avoid your question. That match could be a WrestleMania match, for real.
Yep, that's just how I'm about to go. And I feel like once that happens, I feel like Solo shouldn't have to do anything with Bloodline anymore.
Right. Solo
I feel like that's the end of his chapter.
should be doing what Jay is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
Solo builds his own faction.
I mean, he just did, but I mean, you could have him ally up with his other cousin, because I mean that's probably going to be the look.
Well, not Zilla.
But time out. You know what? I actually like that look. Zilla, Solo, and throwing Lance in there.
The reason why I say no to Zilla is because the Samoan Spike. It's a built-in feud between them two right there off the jump.
I mean, you have him replace Solo, not necessarily as a leader, but again, he will ally with Jacob again.
Oh yeah, for
Makes
sure.
sense. Makes sense.
Even though in a lot of his interviews, he said he want to go against Jacob, which is crazy.
Of course, no. Zilla said that he already said that he acknowledges Roman Reigns as tribal chief, not Solo anyway.
Right.
That's already showing the difference. But I mean, like, what you could do is you could definitely build up that breakup, because I mean, they would want to see that on the main card for sure.
Yeah, that's the That's them
For
different.
sure.
That's them different chapters that Paul Heyman said about 2 years ago that this book can have. He said this book is not even halfway done.
It's not. Yeah, absolutely not. We're not even in the second inning.
Right.
Like,
So
nah. Yeah, I think like Jacob. I mean, Solo's done after with Bloodline after this year. He'll go on a. That's the thing. Solo needs a singles title.
Solo definitely needs a single title run somewhere. Go get a title. He deserves a title as well too. Solo deserves it.
I don't like how they did him with the NXT one, the North American title. I don't like how they did him with
Yeah,
it.
because they were trying to pull him up to the main roster though.
And they wanted to pull the title right back down. He said he can't have it up on the main card. Oh, why?
Right.
You let Kevin Owens do it.
Yeah, a couple people appeared with the title on Raw.
You know what I'm saying? Kevin Owens came up there with it, and then wound up beating John Cena.
Yeah.
So why not? I mean, yeah. Either way, fantasy booking, very very fun booking. Um, I want to mention this because I mean, I'm pretty sure we did already, but I want to mention it again. Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley. How do you feel about him?
The weakest link.
I'm here watching Money in the Bank with him accepting it when he actually won this title. I mean, won the damn match. Why the fuck did he ever feel as though he was top tier?
He's the only one out the Shield who couldn't find his way in WWE, so he had to leave.
Does he make his way back?
Yes. And the only reason why he makes his way back is because he's best friends still with Seth and Roman. They still talk. They still talk 2 to 3 times a week. I don't know if you listened to the interview of Chris Van somebody on YouTube.
Yeah.
He had Seth on there. I mean, he had Seth Rollins on there. He says that him, Roman, and John talk 2 to 3 times. John Moxley, not John Cena. John Moxley talk at least 2 to 3 times a week. Still, they still his 2 best friends outside of wrestling. So,
right.
I believe when our company goes belly up within the next year and a half, and I said it by 2027, that company is done. John Moxley will be Dean Ambrose again.
And speaking of other superstars from that show, Aleister Black has now been reported. He's basically off that show now. They wrote him off.
So, Aleister Black, speaking of him, possibility we see him after Mania because Tony Khan is known to put injury time on the back of the contracts so they can't leave right away.
So you trying to say he'll put on injury time for him?
Yes.
He's a whack bitch. Oh yeah, he was injured.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, it's just the principle. It's like they basically wrote so I've been reading reports of kind of seeing certain clips. Cope decided to go to Buddy and Brody King to kind of say to go on their own, to get their own spot.
Right.
To stop being under Malachi, to go do their own thing, that he always wanted to start a faction with both of them. Which sounds like Judgment Day all over again. But either way, that's kind of crazy how they decided to write my man out after you misuse him.
First of all, he don't know how to use no talent in any type of way. I understand Keith Lee has some health issues, but Keith Lee been on there. He been with that company, and you ain't seen him in how long?
No, Keith Lee is literally that guy. Yo, I've never forget that Survivor Series match when him and Roman were going at it.
Yes.
Yeah. Had a great showing.
Was that Keith Lee in the ring when Brock came into the Royal Rumble? And he said, "That's one big motherfucker."
Yes, he said
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. This man is literally a billionaire's son, and he don't know what to do with his dad money. He just blown his dad money. I'm sorry. It's a reason why Cody left that company. Cody seen writing on the wall of something, and he said, "I'm out of here." And it's proven. It's proven. They don't know what direction to go in. In no way, shape, or form. Like I said, I believe that company has another year and a half. Yo, I think I was watching Raw today, right? And Raw is Triple H is petty. Triple H, he's just like his father-in-law when it comes to certain things, when it comes to battling other companies. Do you realize they always had a drone shot of showing the whole crowd, like 360? Tony Khan can't do that. Tony Khan can't do that.
No. I mean, I'll give him this, right? Last week, I will say there were seats that were empty, right? But I understand why they were empty.
Oh, because they were switching people in and out and stuff like that.
That and for the fact that, again, them ticket prices is probably expensive as shit.
Or like
for that show.
Or you gotta think about it. You said floor seats had access to the club box downstairs. People getting free food. Well, it's not free. You pay the party seat. People probably getting food and drinks and all that too. Them seats was paid for. It's just there were certain times you just didn't see them.
Understood.
Go to an AEW show. They say you can literally buy tickets at the box office 20 minutes before bell.
Yeah, nah. I mean, like, one thing that they used to do back in the day was like later on in the show you can move down. You know what I'm saying? Like you up in the nosebleeds up in Wells Fargo, you can move down at a certain time because ain't nobody going to really be. People start to leave out. Granted, right. I know for a fact they started clocking it when I was there at the Raw. I mean, on Raw at the Mania last year. Yeah, they were trying to clock it like this. You in this section, but it's like they weren't really on it like that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, definitely. AEW definitely don't. They're not gonna give you that drone shot. That drone shot is hard. Let me just say that now. I love that drone.
No, that's a super shot. It actually goes well with the black ring. It blends everything in very well. I'm starting to like the black ring more. It's getting on me. The blue ring.
You like the black one. You didn't like the blue one.
The blue one is just. I don't think the thing. I don't know, bro. I don't know about the blue one, bro.
Which one them to go black? They're not gonna go black. They're not gonna go black too. They don't want to go white. They already had it white.
I guess
they're gonna try to be different.
I'm just stuck with the blue ring, I guess.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, yo, you see CM Punk almost fell trying to get on the non-stable?
Yeah. To the point where like Cole did something weird too. Cole was like.
And then he did try to get on the side guardrail, realize he lost his balance.
Oh yeah, he said it's not gonna work.
Bro, you gonna break your foot again doing dumb shit? Get your ass in that ring.
Hey, dog. All I'm saying is Punk was definitely happy feeling something. Like I give him that one.
Punk look happy though.
No, he does. It doesn't look like he has to go in there and be militant at all.
Punk look.
He's not on war mode. He seems like he's having, again, everything's kind of smooth sailing.
Nah, I'm happy. Punk. He look healthy. He look fun.
Not forcing shit.
Yeah.
He's not forcing shit. He's like, you don't have to oversell. You don't have to do this and do that. Again, I love the fact that it's like he's been there week in, week out so far. I know for a fact it's coming up sooner or later where he's not going to be on the show. You know what I mean?
After
maybe like a night after Rumble.
It depends on
after Rumble.
It depends on what feud he gets in.
There are rumor reports that they want to skyrocket. They want him just to bypass the Rumble and go straight for Gunther. There are reports. How do you feel about that?
Punk and Gunther?
Right away. I feel like it checks one of the bookmarks off. It gets one of the bookmarks off there already.
It's true. It does.
You know what I'm saying? It gets one of those out the way.
I'm thinking about it more and more.
my thing is just for the fact it's like we said, it's with the Goldberg thing. How do you tie Goldberg into it? Because Goldberg's going to get his match. How do you tie him into that?
Not unless Goldberg is not going against Gunther.
Goldberg's going to get his no. Goldberg's going to get his non-title. But is it non-title because because Gunther doesn't have the title, or is it because he just don't put it online?
Or Goldberg
Because
say,
Gunther would put it online if he had it. Let's just say that.
or Gunther, or Goldberg say, I don't want the title. I just want to beat you.
That's why it'd be non-title though.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that
It'd be non-title.
all the reason why Gunther just wouldn't have it.
Or like I said, Jimmy might be a transitional champion.
Yo,
All I'm saying is,
that.
where's that?
Follow that.
Where is Saturday Night Main Event? What state is that in?
I'm not even sure. Like they were in New York last time. Are they? Oh, never mind. I don't know if they're gonna be in LA. Sorry.
Saturday night. Main event.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be listening.
Cause I think
I was about to say they're gonna be in LA.
That's gonna matter too. I believe
they will be in.
It is in
Texas.
San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, that makes sense. No, it don't.
Jimmy getting the title. Jimmy getting the title.
Yeet.
We gonna be eating Saturday night, 25th.
You say you get the title because you're on the poster, right?
He gonna get the title, bro.
Because you're on the poster? I think it sells it right there, though. I think it definitely is selling it right there.
That, and it's gonna be because of Goldberg.
The spear.
So that's gonna make Gunther want to beat Goldberg's ass for interfering in this match, and then later on he'd get back to Jimmy, and then Jimmy will lose it in the meanwhile before Gunther can get back to him.
Jimmy loses like a Drew. I mean, Jay loses to a Drew. He loses to a Drew. You gotta lose to somebody believable.
Yeah,
He'll finally get his hands on him. He'll do that.
Drew or Seth?
Yeah,
Drew or Seth? One or two.
Great.
I don't see Punk, but I see Drew or Seth.
The only reason I say Drew, just for the fact that having him have the title going into Mania would mean something big for him.
And the reason why I don't say that because last year he went in with the title and lost it.
Who?
No, he won it.
Seth did.
No, he won it. He won it, and then he lost it because What's cashed in on it. Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Right.
Do remember?
Yeah, I said, who? Like Seth came in with it. Yeah, Seth came in with the title. That's why I see Drew maybe.
All right, so now you're saying this.
Rumble
now you're saying this more and more. Even though I don't want it to be a triple threat at Mania, it probably is gonna be a triple threat at Mania.
You see what I'm saying? It builds itself.
I don't want it to be, but long as the title's involved, I'm fine with it. The title has to be involved,
right?
Though.
Right. I mean, I would say that Punk definitely gotta get himself back in shape.
Who?
He gotta do a little bit more cardio. Punk gotta do a little bit more cardio.
No, you don't. There's 3 people in the ring. He can break.
No.
He can break.
No. All the reason why I want him to do more cardio. I don't want him to look out here looking gassed and exhausted like he did last week.
He gonna be hiding in the corner. Punk gonna hide in the corner.
Dog was tired last week. I don't care what he's saying.
No, he was tired last week.
Dog was tired.
Yeah.
Tired as shit.
Yo, I think a lot of them was adrenaline. That show, like they said, was like a mania. So everybody was super amped, super excited. The Rock coming out showing his goosebumps the whole goddamn show. So
yeah, every time he came out there, just rubbed his damn arm.
But do you gotta
Tyrese? Hide your baby oil.
Hide your baby oil is crazy. Yo, you got a list for us for Friday?
For Friday, let's go with. Let me look back at my list real quick, see which ones we did, because I have one in mind.
Go ahead, man. Take your time, brother.
I have one in mind.
But why Matt looked this up. Listen, on behalf of the Rock Boys Network, me and Matt, we're the co-owners. We appreciate everybody. Our numbers is going through the roof. Our subscribers is going up on YouTube. I thank everybody. I probably look at the numbers probably too much, but I'm excited for everything that we've been doing. We only been doing this for a couple months, and I'm excited though for real. What's going to come in the near future? Go ahead.
Greatest Money in the Bank winners.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
We talking about the cash-ins or just the winners?
The connect the winners with their cash-in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the best,
do it all together. Because I'm saying like that'll be good because it's like
the best
for their
money.
cash-in, you can't forget about the
best Money in the Bank winners and cash-ins.
Winners with their cash-in. Yeah. I mean, you could just say winners because saying like because eventually they cash in.
But all of them don't cash in and win though.
Again, that could be the worst.
Okay, cool.
Baron Corbin wasn't great.
Cena didn't win his either.
Did my man Baron Corbin pretty dirty?
Cena didn't win his when he cashed his in, did he? Yeah. All right.
Did him kind of dirty. That's what I said again. But I just wouldn't think about it all.
No, I'm with you. I like that.
You gotta go back and watch the damn WrestleMania. I really miss Money in the Bank at WrestleMania.
I do too, especially that WrestleMania 24.
Dog, I'm out here watching the one when they were at the they're in Florida.
That's 24 with Kane in there.
Sun Bowl?
Yeah, that's 24. That's Ric Flair retirement.
Oh shit. It was this one. Damn.
It was
with John Legend singing in the beginning?
Yes.
Damn, dog. Yo. Yeah, now look at the set. Yo, dog. It's so crazy. It's this one with Floyd Mayweather was in here. He was in this one too.
Who?
Floyd was in this one.
Oh yeah. That's Ric Flair's retirement match. WrestleMania.
Yo. This Mania was actually very fun to watch, but
yeah, because it was Edge and Taker.
This is a very fun
Edge and Taker.
To watch. Like,
Jeff Hardy was supposed to be in it, but he got busted and got kicked out of the company.
Per the usual.
Yeah. See, I remember too because this is also
the triple threat. The triple threat at the end when Randy Orton hit the punt.
Right, and this was also the
Stolen Night.
Was that the I'm trying to think. I'm really trying to do this off the top of my head. I don't want to say this and I'd be wrong. But was this the Kane and Chavo for the ECW?
Yo. One thing I hear about Peacock, it doesn't show you.
Hold on, I'm about to look it up right quick. I like
okay.
being right, especially when I'm just stoned off the top of my head.
I know what you mean.
Let me see. www. I'm tripping.
Yo, this stadium was rocking, dog.
Yeah, then that was one of the times where they had that big elaborate stage and shit.
Yes, like that's one thing I need them to get back to is doing
since they gonna have it 2 nights and all
Titantron.
that.
Yeah, I need y'all to get back to the custom Titantron. Stop doing the regular bullshit. I understand you want to save money, but at the same time, people are still sitting behind big ass Titantron, big ass curtains of your Titantron.
Yo, man, my memory is crazy, bro. I was right. That was Chavo and Kane 11-second match. The Undertaker and what's it called was the main event.
Edge. That was when that was when Chuck Robinson came running down.
Almost. That was a long run he had.
Long run. JBL starting the night off.
As a matter of fact, they had Dave Bautista versus Umaga in that match. That was a match too. Now that Mania is lit. I like that Mania from beginning to end. That was a good Mania because the pre-show was Kane was a 24-man battle royal for who going to be the number one contender for the ECW championship. The Kane ended up going later on and winning. And CM Punk won that Money in the Bank over there. Punk won that CM. Yeah, that's crazy.
CM Punk back.
Back to back winners. Screwed him over the one time.
Yo, you know, he did. Yo, I like CM Punk how he came up within WWE.
Yeah.
How he came up in the business was actually pretty fire.
Right.
Oh yeah, I remember this Finley JBL match was crazy too. But yeah, Money in the Bank winners.
Oh, JBL
Money in
versus
the Bank
Finley.
Finley.
Finley. Oh, what's it called, bro? What's it called?
Yeah.
Start with the Belfast Brawl.
Belfast Brawl.
Yeah. That Mania is one of the good ones. When you really think about it, the like you said, the Triple H John Cena Randy Orton match. And then you had the Big Show versus Floyd.
Yo.
And then we had Taker. Then we had Ric Flair. We had Ric Flair match in there as well. The Umaga, what's it called? That was for brand supremacy. That was Johnny Laurinaitis, which you can't say that now.
Oh yeah, no. People power. Oh, power.
Yeah, you can't say that now. You might end up in jail with his boy. Yeah, that was
Speaking of that.
What's up? Oh, yeah.
I know you see those reports.
So the FCC is dropping their case, but the girls still going with them.
The girls still pressing for it to go to court.
Listen.
She should, yeah.
No. This was gonna happen. This is America, people. I'm gonna say this now. She was promised $3 million, right? Vince, you just cashed out like 1 point something billion out of TKO stocks.
Give her a cut.
Just give her 20 and get it over with.
Give her a cut.
Just give her 20. Give her 20 million.
Cut it.
Give her 20 million, bro, and everything goes away.
Cut it.
Yeah.
Cut it. Cut it.
We about to cut it here. Hey, man.
Yeah.
It's been another episode of the Rock Boys Wrestling Podcast. It's your boy Dave CEO Coles.
Hey Dave, I love you, bro.
I love you too, cuz.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say too much. It's been an emotional day, but yeah, no, I'm good. Either way, it's Matt signing off for y'all tonight.
We'll holler at y'all on Friday.
Holla at y'all Friday.